A mother comes to you and says, you know, my child is overweight. What kind of diet would you put them on?
So the first thing I'm looking at is what has their diet already been. Typically in this culture we're eating a lot of processed foods, prepackaged foods, foods that contain artificial ingredients. So the first thing that I would suggest for parents who may have a child who's overweight is to put their child on a whole foods diet, a whole foods natural diet. And so that's eating a lot of foods such as they are found in nature or close to it. Eating, you know, fresh fruits and vegetables and meats and, you know, normal foods, but not the kind of foods that come pre-mixed with a lot of ingredients that you don't know what they are. And some of the ingredients that I would caution parents about are artificial colors, preservatives, preservative agents, and then sometimes they can hide artificial ingredients under the title spices or natural flavors. So those are two other things that you might want to look for on your labels when you're buying food. That's the initial recommendation. Other things that I think of when I see children who are overweight is the potential for allergies. Very often there's inflammatory component, and excess inflammation in the body can actually cause us to hold on to fat as well as water. So that's something I look at too. It depends on the child's symptoms, but very often I see some kind of sensitivity picture, whether it be to their environment, the chemicals in their environment, or different foods. So,
well, are adult diets safe for children? And there's plenty to choose from.
Yeah, I would say it varies widely on what kind of diet you're talking about. I would say certainly that I would not put a child on one of the high protein type diets or the a Weight Watchers type program. But as far as working with adults to lose weight, I would say a lot of where I start with adults is at the same place I start with children. So, you know, recommending a very whole foods diet and also a low glycemic index diet. So that might be similar, just for familiarity's sake, might be similar to some of the modified Mediterranean type diets out there, or to a South, you know, maybe similar to a South Beach diet, you know, something more reasonable with, you know, reasonable food groups in it and things like that.
Instead of giving up carbohydrates, they'd be complex carbohydrates.
Right, high fiber and high in nutrients, minerals and vitamins. So,
thank you very much.
Yes.